Let me have my man call up and let's hear your information. All right, you know the number. Call up, brother. I want to hear what this deep information is going to be. Man. All right, let's see. Hello, who's calling?
Yo, what's up, Tariq?
What's up? What's your name, man?
Anthony.
Okay, you're the brother in the room. You said you got some deep info?
Yeah, my foster parents are African, bro, and I noticed since I was a little kid, I noticed that they're Somalian, and I noticed that they always had some hatred of Africans, and they're immigrants to here. And I noticed that when they come into Africa, when they coming from Africa to Canada, I'm from Canada, that a lot of times these white people, they come to them and they be nice to them and shit. And when they see Black Americans struggling and talking about how they're getting brutalized and stuff, that they think that because nothing's happening to them because the white supremacists are treating them good. So they think that Africans are playing the victim, like the alt-right people say. So what they do is they go back to Africa and they say, yeah, the stereotype is true. African Americans always are whining about police brutality and racism, and they're basically saying that they never experienced it. So it goes back to Africa, and Africans in Africa, they start to say that, oh yeah, the Americans are lazy people who just whine about racism. That's why when you see Nigerians who come to America, you see they always prosper because white supremacists, they allow them to be better than African Americans. So when they go back to Nigeria, they can tell all of them, say that, oh yeah, African Americans are lazy people. They're always whining about victim and that shit. Yeah. When the Nigerians are allowed to prosper, just like how the Democrats allow other minorities to prosper. Yeah. And what I noticed is that in my neighborhood, someone from Congo came, and I noticed the second this person from Congo came, 15 people from the Christian church, a bunch of white people from the Christian church, ran up to the house and they gave them a bunch of TVs and shit so they can force them into Christianity. So what that does to them is they all become turn the cheek shit, they all become passive, and they all become like slave people because they're all on the white Christianity bullshit. So I noticed that, and I noticed that I went to Africa myself before, and they saw me as an African American. And when I went there, I got stoned. I literally got stoned because those people in Africa, they really do hate you.
Where in Africa did you go? Where did you go in Africa?
I went to Somalia. My parents are Somalian.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you something. First of all, Somali people in Minnesota, I want to tell you African Americans, please, you must keep a good eye on these Africans, Caribbeans, and Haitians. When these people, the white supremacists go into Africa and they feed them propaganda, they show them pictures of thugs and all this bullshit, so they'll think a bad stereotype about African Americans, and they actually believe this shit. So when the Democrat Party, their goal is to bring a bunch of minorities into this country so they can prosper them and leave the black people at the bottom, the African Americans. So the Democrats ain't shit. They just want to say minorities, but they're bringing everybody up and leaving the African Americans down. And these people, they hate Black Americans. They think Black Americans are only basketball players, and they say some fucked up shit. And I noticed that Nigeria is the capital of cooning. Like they literally have Jesus statues everywhere. Yeah. And Somalians, they suck up to the Arabs. The Somalians, they suck up to Arabs. They're not to be trusted. I'm telling you right now. These people will sell you out in a minute like that. They are not to be trusted people. You must keep a good eye. Some of them are good.
Now, how old are you? Wait, hold on. You talking some real shit. Now, how old are you, brother?
I'm 16, bro. And this shit is fucked up. Let me tell you another story, bro. So you know how Africans Americans are getting killed in America. Yeah. Somalians, they think, they're just African Americans are just whining. All African Americans are thugs. So then I was listening. So a couple weeks ago, a Somali lady, she got killed by the police. Right. And I told my step-parents, I said, Hey, why are you whining right now? Why are you talking bad about the police? You said the police are good people. I told them when Philando Castile in Minnesota got killed, none of y'all gave a shit. But when a Somali gets killed, not all of you want to say black love and shit. I said, fuck you niggas, man. Like, you people only care when you people get killed. But when African Americans get killed, you don't give a shit. So I'm trying to tell you, the Somali people are one of the most selfish people. If you go to Minnesota and you ask a black American in Minnesota, these people, they don't want to get around other people. They only give a shit about their own people, which African Americans should do, because the problem with African Americans is the liberals have trained black people, African Americans, to fight for everybody else, but they don't fight for themselves. Like illegal immigration. African Americans should not be fighting for anybody else. Illegal immigration affects African Americans. They should tell other people to hold their own nuts and tell all these people who come to this country, like the Africans, they come to this country, they think you're below them. You look at Nigerians, everybody in the comment section knows. These Nigerians, they call you Akata, they call you all this shit. Even Somalians, they have their own terms to disrespect African Americans. So they come into your country, they take up all the benefits, they send back to their country, and they bring more people to shit on you. And you know who these people will be used? The white supremacists will use these people as COINTEL agents. The COINTEL agents are going to be these new Africans who come in, because these Africans, these Nigerians especially, they'll sell you out in a heartbeat. They will use these Africans to join your organizations, and when these Africans join your organizations, you'll be naive and you'll think they're your brother, but instead they're working for the white supremacists. They just have blackface on. These Nigerians, they all believe in some white Jesus. They make a statue of white Jesus every single day. They just blackface. Like these bedwenches in Nigeria. Nigeria is the capital of cooning, bro. I'm just trying to tell you that. Be careful, you African Americans there, because these people, they will sell you out. They will pour you in your jobs. They're not to be trusted.
No. Slow down. I feel you. Now, bro. Now, do you live in Canada now? Where do you live now?
I live in Canada. This shit is racist as fuck, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I believe that.
Canada is fucked up.
I know they try to act like Canada ain't got no racism.
Canada's the most racist piece of shit place, because there's no black people here. Yeah. It's just Africans or coons. So it's a fucked up place, you know.
Now you said
black Americans to unify. It's like you have to be safe. Only black Americans right now. And if there's some good African Americans, you must, like Trump said, you must vet the people. You must see what they thinking, because if they on that white Jesus shit, tell them get out of here, because you can't trust people like this, because these Africans, they say they love the police and shit. So I'm just letting you know, you gotta know what time it is. You know what I'm saying?
Now you said you were adopted.
Yeah, I'm a foster kid.
No, your parents, your adopted parents, they're from Somalia. Did they?
Yeah, they're refugees, man. Because Somalians, they know how to they make fake government shit and they come to the country. I'm telling you something else. Somalis are the biggest welfare people. There's a stereotype that's saying that African Americans are on welfare. We know it's white women, but these Somalis, bro, they know all the scams of welfare. So I'm just trying to let you know that too. That's a lie. They think African Americans are on the welfare. It's these Somalis and Africans too. That's no joke.
Now let me ask you this. Now, how old were you when you were adopted, by the way?
I don't know. I have a different name than all of them. So I found out that these people treat me like shit. So I'm trying to escape this shit, but these people are pieces of shit, man. I don't like them.
Oh, so are you still staying with them?
Yeah, they took all my shit, but I'm gonna be trying to get out of here. But these people, they're some selfish motherfuckers, man. They bad people, because they believe in Islam and shit. I'm not trying to disrespect Islam, but they some crazy people.
Are you okay? I mean, are you physically are you not in any kind of danger? Are you?
I'm gonna escape. I'm just kind of in the meantime fighting for my money back so I can get my shit out of here. But these people are fucked up, man. I have some play haters, man. They want to be, because I identify myself as an African American, because they hate me. So I'm kind of in a little civil war with these people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to get out of this shit. But I'm just trying to tell you people, I really feel for you guys, because these people, when you get killed on the street, they will not give a shit about you, and they will join the white man. I'm just trying to tell you people, these people are blackface. These people are COINTEL agents. So I just want you people to don't talk too much. Don't talk about a lot of things too much around them. So be safe. These people.
Yes. But no, because now we're concerned about your safety, brother. We want to make sure you're good. And this is real talk. You're not. Are they abusing you or doing anything like that to you?
They used to, but now they just took my money. Now, these people are welfare bums. They're just.
Now, where'd you get money? Where'd you get money from? What money? Money from where?
I worked for it. I was using my money to escape. I was gonna go to my uncle, my uncle. I don't even know if he's my uncle, but I was going to go to him because these people are just fucked up people.
Do they have any other? Do they have? Wait, brother, wait, slow down. Slow down. Do they have any other foster children?
I just have like 2,000. They have. I just want to get that back. They stole that shit from me.
No, brother. Listen. Do they have any other foster children?
No, I'm the only one.
Okay.
I'm the only one with a different name.
Okay. Now, what's your name, by the way? Anthony. You got an Instagram, Anthony?
I don't have that anymore. They took my phone.
Okay. Well,
I'm on a home phone. But do you have an email or something so I can talk to you later?
Yeah. You got my email is info@tariqelite.com. info@tariqelite.com. So I'm trying to verify to make sure you ain't just bullshitting. You understand?
Okay. I'll email you later. But I just want to. I care about you guys, and I just want to tell you guys, and please, African Americans, please stop falling for these Democrat and liberals, man. They're playing you like crazy.
Well, you saying the Democrats? Wait. So are you? Do you consider yourself a conservative?
No, I don't like the Democratic Party because they keep using black people.
I understand that, but that's the thing that's throwing me off. You keep bringing up the Democrats and the liberals, and I'm always. No,
I know what you're trying to say. I know a lot of coons right now.
Right.
What they're trying to hide their coon as conservatism. I know what you're trying to say.
Right.
I'm not that. I'm for black Americans to win.
Yeah, that's why I need to verify you because you done brought up the Democrats.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say because a lot of coons are trying to hide their cooning as conservatism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but because I'm listening to what you're saying, but there's a lot of key words that I hear that's real Kanye-ish. Yeah, that's why I need to verify what's going on with you. And you ain't got social media, you ain't got no Instagram. That's funny style. I ain't never met a 16-year-old who ain't got no Instagram. So there's some funny shit about you that I need to verify. I ain't trying to blow you off completely, but I'm saying I need to verify what's happening with you.
I can give you my info. I can email you if you want.
No doubt. Email me. Let me know because you might be the real deal. Something might be going on. I just want to make sure if you're the real deal, ain't nothing happening with you where you're in danger.
Yeah.
You dig? But
I just want you African Americans because I don't like you people getting played because it's not time to be playing around. So just know who's your friends and who's your enemies. You have no friends.
Do you have a Facebook?
I don't have Facebook. I have email and Gmail.
You ain't got Twitter, bruh?
I have Twitter, but I have no followers.
All right. What's your Twitter?
So let me get my Twitter.
We all gonna follow you right now. You're about to get about 1,000 right now.
One second. Let me go my Twitter.
All right. We waiting on Anthony's.
Let me get my charger.
Okay. We're waiting on Anthony's social media. We're waiting to see what's popping off with this thing. And Anthony, are you in school right now, by the way?
Pardon?
Are you in school right now?
No, I was dealing with some because I'm telling people. A lot of people think Canada is some old piece of shit. This people, there's a bunch of Asians here, and these motherfuckers are racist as fuck. So right now. I kind of got into beef with the principal because she was treating me like a fucking criminal and shit. So I left that school. I'm about to go to my uncle soon. So
All right.
I'm not currently at that age. I'm just doing online studying and reading books.
Okay. All right. So let's get that
I'm
Twitter.
just saying, there's a stereotype. Canada is racist as fuck. Don't believe that shit.
All right. Let's get that Twitter. Let's get that Twitter, brother. Yeah, we're gonna get that Twitter and see what's popping. Yeah, I know. Y'all caught that. My man said he ain't got no phone, but now you got a charger. See, you a lot of shit you saying ain't adding up. You said you ain't had no phone, but now you got a charger. You dig?
I don't have a number. Hey, bro, I don't really need help. I'm not trying to ask for help or something if you think like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on with you, brother. You said you didn't have a phone, but now you need your charger. So you're getting caught up in some lies, brother. I need to see what's going on with you, Anthony. You dig?
I'm not trying to be like that, bro.
All right, but it's sounding real fishy coming from you, brother. See, you might be, something ain't happening, something ain't right. You ain't got no Twitter, you ain't got no Instagram. You dig?
And there's a reason for that. You want to tell you the reason?
No, bro. I just want to know if you got a social media. You dig?
Yeah, I used to, but there's a reason I don't have it at the moment.
All right, brother. All right, Anthony. I gotta let you go, brother. You got caught. You got caught in the lie. You said you didn't have a phone. Then you said you got to go get your charger. You see? Oh, with that one, I don't know. I don't know. Something ain't right with that one. So you got to watch that. He was doing a lot of fast talking, but I'm picking up on his little keywords. He's saying, he was mixing in some real shit with a little bullshit. You got it? Hold on. There's somebody else. Hold on. So let me take the phones off for you. All right. All right. My man kept backpedaling too much, so something ain't right with that. Basically, he was saying a bunch of stuff that we say, but then when I started asking particular questions, boy, he started backsliding. Hey, man, what's with the... y'all probably didn't catch that. He kept talking about Democrats and liberals. He said that about 4 times. I'm like, okay. The first time he said it, I'm like, But then he kept saying the Democrats and the liberals. Yeah, he was mixing in some of that Ben Shapiro sounding shit. So sound like this might be a kid who'd been coached by some white supremacists. And he kept saying, you people. You dig? The dude kept saying, you people. I mean, I don't know. I need some verification. Then when we tried to get some verification, he ain't got no Twitter. He ain't got no Instagram. He ain't got no Facebook. Oh, I lost my phone. I ain't got my phone. They took my money. You dig? So something ain't right with dude. Something ain't right. My man then got caught in a couple of little lies. Just because, and that's another thing. Don't be fooled by somebody saying some real shit. People talking fast and saying some real shit, and then they mix in some bullshit. I'm like, wait a minute, because now you're tainting everything else you're saying. You dig? You got to watch the white supremacists. Is what they'll do. They'll get a black person. Yeah, he started overselling this shit. He used too many code words too much. He kept, you people can't trust the liberals, man, because what the white supremacists will do, they will act like they're concerned about black issues. The white supremacists will pretend that they're so concerned about what's happening with black folks and be like, hey, y'all shouldn't support the liberals. Hey, man, those Democrats don't want nothing for you, man. Those Democrats are just as racist as everybody, man. That way, we don't vote, and we'll just get our guy. We'll get the Republican in, which it don't matter to us one way or another. So that's their way of getting us to not support a liberal candidate. But something was funny style with dude. He kept using liberal and Democrat too much. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop messing with the liberals. Y'all need to stop messing with the Democrats. It's the Democrats. It's the liberals, man. That's a motherfucker that's been coached. That dude has been coached. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's some type of COINTELPRO agent. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a COINTELPRO agent. You dig? I would not be surprised. He said he considers himself African American. But I wouldn't be surprised if dude... Now, I'm listening to him, but I'm waiting on him to stop talking so I can really get some more information. Then he starts he backpedaled too much. I ain't reaching. Nigga, that's the problem. We don't reach enough. And he was saying some real good shit. I'm listening, but I'm like, let me ask some questions to see what's going on with him. You dig? But he was going in a little bit too much. He was building up this whole thing about how some of these Africans are coons, and he said something that was a lie. A lot of shit he was saying, he was saying some real shit, but he was mixing it in with garbage. He was like, man, I went to Africa and they stoned me, man. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's bullshit. They didn't stone you. You dig? He was overselling the bullshit. See, a lot of y'all were like, oh yeah, he's spitting some real shit. I'm listening. I'm like, okay. I'm picking up on some of the shit he's lying about. It didn't stone you in no fucking Africa, dude. Let's stop it. Man, they stoned me, man, just because I was a black American. They hate us. They hate us over there in Africa. I'm listening. That's a lie. That's not true. That's not true. I know that ain't true. I've been over there. I go to Africa all the time. That's bullshit. So I'm listening. I'm like, let him get his bullshit out. I'm like, I'm gonna see what he says when I ask about his social media. Yeah, some of the shit he was lying. Y'all didn't catch that. That sounds like they got an agent. That dude has been trained by some white supremacists. They done trained him and gave him some keywords to say so he can try to get in good with us. Man, yeah, Africa, they hate y'all over in Africa, man. That way, we're supposed to be like, okay, we ain't gonna go to Africa. No. Man, they call us all types of names. Man, Africans, they really hate African Americans. They be looking at the propaganda. They really, really, really hate you. Bullshit. They love me in Africa. Yeah, I caught up on that bullshit. I said, how old were you when you were adopted? I don't know, man. I just know I got a different name. I mean, you see how quickly shit was throwing him off? You're adopted. How old were you when you were adopted? Oh, man, I don't know, man. I got a different name. You dig? Yeah, well, he couldn't answer a straight question. Notice that? You thought you were slick, Anthony. I don't know who put you up to all that, but I see the bullshit, brother. Yeah, y'all didn't catch that. He was talking, and that's another thing, family. I want y'all to understand. This is some street game. When a motherfucker's talking too fast, always go on alert. I done told y'all about that before. When somebody is just really talking very fast, that's a red alert right there. I already knew something was going on with dude. Hold on one second. I'm freezing up. Y'all bear with me. I'm freezing up here. Hold on. Okay, I'm freezing and I can't see nothing. Hold on 1 second. Y'all bear with me. I can't see nothing. All right. I can't see nothing in the chat room right now. Hold on. More. Chrome full screen. Okay. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me for a minute. My whole joint done froze up. I got to figure out a way to cleanse my computer so my joint don't freeze up like this. Trying to log. Y'all bear with me, guys. I can't read anything in the chat room right now. I'm gonna probably have to have 2 computers up sometime when I do the show, so I'm not freezing like this. I'm gonna start doing that. All right, y'all bear with me. Okay, let's see where we are, all right? We're still in here heavy. Okay, so now, where y'all at? Okay, I can see you now. Okay, I can see you guys now. I couldn't see y'all for a minute. But, yeah, like I said, old dude, my guy was talking a little too fast. He was talking way too fast. That's number one. That was a red flag. He was talking fast. He was using too many white supremacist talking points. Whenever they start talking about some liberals and Democrats, man, them Democrats be using you guys, bro. The Democrats be using you. The Democrats, man, they're against you. They be bringing people against you, man. There's those Democrats. Anytime y'all hear somebody talking about the Democrats and the liberals, always go on alert. Always go on alert, man. So again, my man, his motives were questionable. I understand you 16, sometimes you talk fast, but when it's time to slow it down and answer some simple questions, all of a sudden he started backpedaling. Well, how old were you when you were adopted? I don't know, bro. I just got a different last name. You got any other siblings? They got all my money, bro. I mean, he's stalling to come up with an answer. Where's your what's your Instagram? Oh man, they took my phone, bro. All right, what's your Twitter? Oh, let me get my phone charger. Uh-huh. All right, brother. Something ain't right. Yeah, and then he said he got stoned. Somebody stoned him, threw rocks at him. Come on, bro. That's bullshit. Bullshit. And here y'all need to get him in hidden colors. Come on now. Come on. What school you go to? You go to school? Man, I got into it with my principal, man. And then he's trying to make up a reason. Because I'm about to ask him what school he go to. And he's already backpedaling. He's backpedaling too much. But he got stoned. What? This ain't the 1100s. They don't stone nobody. They ain't gonna stone you. Yeah, y'all really believe this nigga went to Somalia and got stoned? Somebody threw rocks at him? He was overselling his bullshit. That's a motherfucker who ain't never been to Africa. He ain't never been nowhere near Africa. All right? That's some shit that a white supremacist will say. They always have some stupid ass narrative of what's going on in Africa. Yeah, hey, bro, I got a friend who went to Africa, man. They sick hyenas on him, dude. They always got some stupid ass narrative about Africa. Hey, man, I went to Africa, and me and my bro, we got raped, dude. We got raped by all the fucking black dudes over there, dude. You didn't get stoned, man. Nobody threw rocks at you. That's bullshit. Sell that to somebody who don't know no better. Now, who's stoned? You got stoned? Who are you, nigga? Jesus? You dig? So something ain't right, nigga. We smell the bullshit. And then when we called him on the whole phone lie, then he tried to switch it up again. I didn't even want to hear it. I didn't want to hear the lies.